When you start working with new clients, they would expect weekly or monthly reports. Personally, I like to do monthly reports because I think weekly reports are just too much. And here in this video, I'm going to show you a simple template or simple formula I use to create these monthly reports. And I'm going to make this template available for download, so make sure you get that in this video. And one quick thing I want to point out, every client is different. Their social media goals, the channels I use for them is different, and that's going to be the case for you. So the report that you create for every client will look different. But in this video, I'll show you a generic template or formula I use to create these reports quickly. And let me actually walk you through one of the actual reports for my client. So first of all, here's the social media report and then the date. And then in section number 1, I captured the data of their first social media channel. So for this client, our focus is Facebook and Twitter, so we only have 2 sections. And then we capture the growth, how much the fan base grew in last 30 days. Here's the image of their cover photo. And then here's the growth curve. So nice linear growth over last 30 days. And since it's a local business in Dallas, it's extremely important for them to get the right type of fans. So look at this. We are getting most of their fans from Dallas in the cities close by. And also it's a business with the target audience mainly towards women. And that's the case. So this is how you can actually make sure you're getting the right type of fans or followers on your social media. The data will tell you if you are going in the right directions. That's something I like to say over and over again. And by the way, to get this data, you would go to Facebook Insights. And then here are the reach numbers over last 30 days and the engagement on that page. And then the second channel, so first section was about the first social media channel that I managed for them, which is Facebook. The second section is about the Twitter. So what we did daily tweets and then retweets, and here's the data for last 30 days. The tweets, the followers, and engagement. And by the way, this data came from Hootsuite. Hootsuite has a functionality called Analytics, and by using that functionality, you can create amazing and simple graphs for different social media channels. And now let me go there and show you how to use it. So here's the Hootsuite. I'm logged in, and then I would go to Analytics. And you can run analytics on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. So in this case, I have Twitter selected. That's fine. And then you can select the date and time range. And then here, look at this graph. It's going to show you, for example, this one, the tweets in last, I believe, 30 days. And then also comparison with the previous 30-day period. The followers growth, the engagement, and then the traffic. And if you scroll down, there is a lot of other information and graphs. You can do the same thing on other social media channels, other Twitter accounts, Facebook accounts, or Instagram accounts. Now, let me go to, so in some cases, I've seen some social media consultants, they would just create the reports using Hootsuite Analytics. So that's totally up to you. I like to use that simple one-page monthly report formula and then pull in the numbers from Hootsuite Analytics and then Facebook Insights. So let's go to Facebook Insights and let me show you how I get the data. So I would go to the client's Facebook page. Let me resize this window. And then let's go to Insights on the top. And it's going to refresh in a couple of seconds, and you'll have access to all kinds of data. So here's the page summary for last 7 days. I like to do last 28 days. That's pretty close to 30. And then here is the data on reach, engagement, video views, page likes, page views, all kinds of stuff. You can also see the popular posts. In some cases, we do, on my social media reports, I do include the most popular content from last 30 days. And then here's the social media monthly report formula or template that I use. And this will be available for download, so you can download this and create your social media reports by following this template, or you can use this as inspiration and then come up with your own. But it's actually very simple. First, obviously the title is client name and report date, and there are different sections. The first section is about the first social media channel for this client. So in this, let's say Facebook, and then you can show growth, reach, engagement, attach relevant graphics, and then popular posts from last month. And then the second section is about the second social media channel that you manage for this client. And then you can keep on adding. Let's say if you're managing Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, you name it. You can just keep adding these sections. And then at the end, I like to add some notes, comments, and suggestions, and then discuss with the client on monthly basis. Here are a couple of other things that you want to remember. Always compare a report with the initial goal set. So make sure what you're tracking and reporting on your monthly report, it matches with the goals that you set in the beginning when you signed up this client. After first month's report, ask for the client for the feedback. So once you create the report, you can send it to the client the first time and say, hey, this is the typical report I create, but let me know if you want to track something else. Let me know if you want to change the format, add or edit anything. And then update your information on the report based on that feedback. So this is how I typically create. I use a very simple formula and a template, and I create monthly reports for all of my clients.